Every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me.
One time.
I know you're waiting on me. 1017 The Truth. Good morning, Milwaukee. Bailey Coleman and my very good friend, the legendary
Dame Ellzey in the building.
With Truth in the Morning, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Good morning, Dame.
Good morning, Bailey. How you doing this morning?
You know what? I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. It's Friday.
It's Friday?
It's Friday. Just got paid. No,
did you?
Today I really did just get paid.
Oh, really?
I say that every Friday.
But you get paid every Friday?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm bi-weekly like the rest of the world.
You're not Johnny Kemp?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Well.
You know, I wish it was every Friday.
I know.
I had jobs where it was every Friday.
I've had jobs like that too, mostly in my youth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. In my youth, it was every Friday.
I mean, you know, and then you'd be like, why was it, you know, Friday, 8 o'clock Friday, and your money gone because you didn't get that much.
I loved it, getting paid every Friday.
Did you? Good morning, Rhea, our producer, Rhea, in the building. Oh,
hello.
So you were one of those folks that got paid every Friday?
Yes, and that was my favorite. I miss it.
Yeah.
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 I also had like 3 different streams of income, but that Friday hit perfectly.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. When I was working out at Kohler, and I was building like generators and stuff like that. It was a third shift job. This is not too long ago. That every Friday.
That hit right, huh?
Yeah. Because, you know, my other job, I had 3 jobs then as well, and the other 2 hit on every other week. But that Friday, when it's every Friday,
yeah, you know what?
Can't tell me.
I got about 3 jobs right now too, and I got to tell you, I love that this job hits right on the 15th and the the end of the month. I like that because my other job ain't like that. It is every 2 weeks, but it ain't like that. It hits I feel like it hits at odd times for me. I'm like, what's this money for? Oh, this is paycheck for that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I could do like if this was my only job and it was the 15th and the 30th, that's too far apart. I need it, you know, because what if it's a 31-day month or something? You know what I'm saying?
Well, usually it's still on the 30th though here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's an extra day.
Yeah, my other job throws me off because I've been used to for so many years it being, you know, the last day of the month and the 15th and the last day of the month. You know what I mean? I got used to it, so I had my bills and everything situated that way. Now with this thing coming in, you know, 2 weeks before, 3, all over the place, that was hard to, you know.
Your economic biorhythms are set up for the 15th and the 13th.
Exactly. But, you know, hey, I'm glad that because it's a nice little extra help you get through.
Yeah.
Even though the other one is the more main thing. But, you know.
I feel you.
And then I be out doing whatever else I got to do, so.
Yeah. You get used to something, you get used to.
Yeah, you do. And it was many years of, you know, it being on schedule. Yeah. You know, the trains run on schedule. Well, you heard the old saying.
I'm going through a change in myself. So, but at least, and you get used to it. Sometimes you work someplace so long.
Yeah.
You get used to it. You become complacent.
Yeah.
And you just, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a jolt. And when that happens, the universe is like, okay, it's time for you to move around.
Yeah.
Time for you to do something else.
Absolutely.
And at first, we resistant against it. Because of what we just said, our biorhythms are connected to.
But the thing is, you when it's time.
When it's time, it's time.
And you can't resist. You got to go with the flow. You got to go in the right direction.
I told one of my youth that the other day. I was like, you can be You can be a brick wall, and just when you hit that brick wall, you just stop and keep pounding your head up against it. Or you could be like Bruce Lee said, you could be water.
Yeah.
And you can flow around, and you're going to find your way.
Yeah.
Water is always going to find its way.
Yeah, most
Dripping
definitely.
like water. Yeah.
Most definitely. So, yeah.
Good morning to the YouTube people. YouTube classroom people. It's Friday. Shout out to Aaron Kawanda, who's always first. Nobody beats her to the list.
Nobody beats her. Hey.
Shout out to Anita Nicole. Shout out to Willie Jones. Willie Jones!
Willie Jones. Oh, that sounds like your cousin's name.
Willie Jones.
Willie Jones?
That's the whole reason I'm reading these names, because Willie Jones signed in. And I love saying Willie Jones. Willie, if you take offense to that, I'm sorry. We're just messing with you.
That's a great name.
Mess with you.
That's a classic name. That's a classic name.
Shout out
Willie
to B. Bruce as well.
Willie Jones. Who else on there?
We got my man B. Bruce on there as well. Shout out to B. Bruce. It's Friday, y'all. Check into the homeroom classroom.
Yes.
See what you can learn today.
Exactly.
It sounds like my mic is going in and out.
No, your mic is fine. Your mic is.
People, my mic sound good. My mic sounds.
If you want to check in with us on our True Talk and text line, you can do that too. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017.
So what you got popping this weekend? It's Friday.
Man, look, I got issues and stuff going on, so it ain't gonna be a whole lot. I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be out there collecting checks.
I'm gonna be working as well.
So that's gonna be the first thing on the menu.
I'm gonna be working as well.
Yeah.
Be in these streets. You know, next week we got the Truth Summit. That's next week Saturday, right?
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Dr. Ken, the moderator.
Yes, ma'am. We got some special guests coming, and I'm gonna be there. A lot of the hosts gonna be there. So y'all make sure y'all come through, man.
Doors open at 9:30. The panel discussion starts at 10, and it's going to be like a whole event. It's going to be a whole deal. It's going to be at Thrive on King, which is located at 2153 North Dr. Martin Luther King Drive in Milwaukee. And, I mean, there's going to be all kinds of focused dialogue and collaboration, and hopefully we'll come out with some ideas and some resolutions on some of the issues and things that we're having.
You know, yeah, they can do that because, listen, I've been listening to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And my man, Dr. Ken, and my brother, Kyle Wallace, have been going back and forth. Red, you produce for Kyle, right?
I sure do.
So they've been kind of beefing.
They've been beefing the last 2 days.
Listen, we got a radio beef.
What?
It's back and forth.
A radio beef.
They've been beefing about socialism and the mayor of New York being a socialist, and you know, Dr. Ken. You know what though? I'm sitting on the sidelines on this one because I don't want to get involved with those two brothers.
Okay.
But I will say this. Dr. Ken said something yesterday about, you know, rich people are rich because that's my Dr. Ken voice. Rich people are rich because they work harder than everyone else, and that's why they got rich.
Oh, is that what he said?
I take offense to that. Donald Trump didn't work harder than everybody. He's rich. You got rich people a lot of these rich people are rich because they were set up that way.
Yeah.
And Dr. Ken mentioned the GI Bill, and the GI Bill that we weren't able to got a lot of these people. Just that one bill got a lot of these people in the position to have that financial stability that we weren't able to get. So a lot of black people are not in these situations because of systemic racism, Dr. Ken. But I'll just leave it there.
Woo!
But I'm not getting into that battle.
I think there's smoke on the mic over here, Rhea. What do you think?
I'm not getting in. I'm J. Cole. I am J. Cole in this.
J. Cole in
I'm
this?
J. Cole. Let Kendrick and Drake do their thing. I don't know which one of them would be Kendrick and which one of them would be Drake. But I'm J. Cole. I'm sitting this one out.
For the J. Cole of it all.
I'm sitting this one out.
Interesting.
I don't want the smoke.
It's interesting that they're talking about that because there's a story that was in the Journal Sentinel yesterday talking about New York's mayor-elect, Vivek Saswamy. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. We're going to have to learn to say it now.
Just say the mayor of New York.
The mayor of New York. When they say that Milwaukee has had 3 socialist mayors.
Yeah. Milwaukee is a socialist city at heart. That's why the aldermen don't have to declare what party they're going to be when they're running for aldermanic office.
Oh.
Because that's a socialist ideal. There are no parties. It's just socialism.
Okay.
And so in it being socialism, it's like you don't have to say you're Republican, you don't have to say you're Democrat, but the mayor has to obviously do that now, but in the past they didn't. So it was just, Milwaukee is a socialist city. Them Germans and all of them Eastern Europeans came here with their socialism. That's it. And that's why Milwaukee was always, let me just say this. That's why Milwaukee has always been known for being such a clean place.
Right.
It's been
known to be a clean place?
Milwaukee used to be one of the cleanest cities in the country.
Really?
It was known for that. It was
really.
Yeah. Things have changed. We understand that.
Yeah, because I'm like, Milwaukee was known as clean? Because I'm from Seattle and,
Things have changed. And that's why when
it's clean there.
When I was working with the inside of the 15th district, that's why I came up with the name The Big Clean. We had the Big Serve, and then it was like, what else? The Big Clean. So we had the Big Clean. And then the Big Clean was to help, return Milwaukee back to, that's why you see all those garbage cans on the side of the road and stuff with Big Clean on them. That's from that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Milwaukee used to be known as a clean city.
Wow.
But not no more.
No more. Okay. Well, when we come back, we're going to start talking. We're going to talk about double standards.
Yes.
In crime. In most
crime reporting.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Are there double standards in crime reporting? We're going to talk about that in reference to some recent cases. That's coming your way next. You're checking out Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That is marketplacewisconsin.com.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
101.7 The Truth. Truth in the Morning. And you know what? Coming your way. Oh, you thought you was going to do that right now?
That's what I thought you handed it to me for that.
Oh, well, if you want to, go ahead and do it.
I don't have to do it now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. 1017 The Truth in the Morning. Bailey Coleman, Dame Ellzey. Rhea, our producer in the building.
In the building.
Okay. I don't want you guys to forget. Coming your way. If you own a business or have an event coming up or anything along those lines, or you know somebody that does and you want to plug them, the event, whatever's going on, or what the business is coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. 8 a.m. And all you'll need to do, now get your pen out if you need to write down this number, because you need to call it when we tell you at about 8:55 so you can plug your business. I'm not 8:55, at 7:55. So,
7:55.
Yeah, you need to, because we're going to start talking and shouting out businesses and stuff at 8 o'clock. Here's the number. It's 833-212-1017. Have that at the ready. Because when we do that, then it's just going to be like we're going to go from one person to the next and allowing you to get that free plug for your business or if you have an upcoming event. And, my thing is you should understand that this happens every Friday. And if you have a business or something like that and you want to do well with it, we're giving you, number one, this free plug, but also make sure that the next week you call up again, too, because you need to build that up, especially if it's an independent, your own business and you want to get it really going and off the ground. We're giving you that opportunity every week, every Friday at 8 a.m.
So if you know somebody with a business, hit them up this morning, text them, hey.
Yep.
Call in to what the business is on 101.7 The Truth and advertise your business.
Yeah. For free.
For free.
With regard to crime reports, case in point, I was just like, as we go through and we do our homework for the show, we look at different articles, different things that we want to talk about in the morning. And, very rarely do you see duplicate reports like this. But it was like, I'm going through and every other story is about this young lady named Ariel Spillner, who was shot and killed on the north side of Milwaukee. It was 39th and Lancaster, is it? What was it?
39th and Lancaster. 5100 block of North 39th Street.
So,
for y'all that don't know, that's off of Hopkins.
So
a little bit off of Hampton.
Every couple of stories, it was about her on the news line that we use, right? Mm-hmm. And then I looked on another news line, and same deal. Every couple of stories, and it was different takes on her. One was that she was a former Wisconsin Prep College basketball player. Another sending prayers up for her family. Then another story was she was a pharmaceutical student, and then another story, she was a student at Concordia University, and so she's white, y'all. Right.
They didn't know. We didn't say that.
We could have done guess what race it is.
Right.
But anyways, but then there's the other story that you were talking about, Dame, that caught our eye, right?
Yeah. And Homer and I talked about this story yesterday. The young woman named Anya Raymond, and I may be pronouncing her first name wrong, but Anya was similarly killed in the same area off of Hampton. Mm-hmm. She's a young black woman, and it doesn't seem to be the same media coverage as it is for the young white lady, Ariel. Is that her name, Ariel?
Yeah.
Ariel Spillner. And I don't want to just call her the white girl, but because she's
Caucasian,
Ariel
Caucasian
Spillner,
young lady.
the white lady that got killed on 39th and Lancaster. There's more coverage for that. And, that always takes me back to what my mother would tell me. She was like, if you ever want the police to be somewhere in a hurry, tell them a white girl's in trouble.
Wow.
And we've heard comedians make that joke.
Oh, yeah.
But it's real. is real in this situation and in this instance is real because they're showing us that black bodies don't really matter. They get one cycle. And all of the black bodies that have fallen in the city of Milwaukee due to gun violence, due to whatever type of violence, they've become desensitized to it. But when a white girl gets killed in the same area, and we don't know the reasoning for why. Why
was she over there? Well, I mean, it's kind of immaterial with regard to what we're talking about. Right. But at the same time, I'm just saying what everybody else is thinking.
I know.
I mean,
it's only two reasons that a white girl is going to be over in a black neighborhood at that time of night. And this is historically the same way, not just in Milwaukee, in America, going back to Jim Crow era. Going back to
America,
post-slavery eras.
Yes.
Whenever a white girl is in a black neighborhood at this time of night, nothing good comes from that. You know what I'm saying? As much as we've talked about America's changing.
Yeah. Well, let's be clear.
Let's look at the movie Sinners.
Oh, okay.
Let's look at Sinners. The white girl. In the movie, and I always focus on movies, y'all, because it makes it easier to explain and people can visualize it. So don't just think all you know is movies. I'm just giving you something so you can visualize what I'm saying.
Okay.
In the movie Sinners, the white girl is the first one that becomes a vampire, and she brings it in, and nothing good comes from that, right? I'm just saying, when a white girl is in a black neighborhood late at night, 9 times out of 10, nothing good is going to come from that presence.
Let's put this in perspective. She was on 39th and Lancaster, right? She actually was going to school at Concordia University.
Right.
Way out there in Mequon.
Right.
But she was on 39th and Lancaster.
So, like I was saying, only 2 things are going to get you a black woman in those neighborhoods at that time.
A white woman.
A Caucasian. A white woman in those neighborhoods at that time. Love. And when I say love, I mean all acts of love.
Okay.
And drugs. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing else is going to bring her or motivate her to be in that area at that time.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
But I'm just going off of what I know as a 49-year-old man that has lived in the inner city the entirety of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you see a white girl in a neighborhood, you know, either she getting some mobile, getting some drugs or something, or she there to see a boyfriend or a girlfriend, whatever the case may be. It is 2025. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. But regardless of all of that, the coverage that she has received has led back to the thought that you know, white is right. That because she's a white girl, a white woman, I ain't gonna disrespect and call her a girl, but white woman, but she's a white woman and she got killed in a black area, that begins to make it a bigger story than Anya, who was killed not too far from there, and whose son was autistic and nonverbal and had blood on him when he got found. So you got a double factor.
Yeah. He may have been there when something happened to her. He may have been there
when it happened and be traumatized with it. He may have seen who done it, but because he's nonverbal,
right?
This sounds like a movie, right?
Right.
So if that can't get the attention of the media to a point where they want to talk about it more, and that's outshined by the murdering of this white woman, what the hell else we got to do?
We have black folk that have been killed in white areas, and you still don't hear about that. Yeah. You really don't hear about that part.
They get, you know,
they bring that one down to the,
that get brushed under the rug anytime.
Yeah.
And you know what? What's funny? Before there was the desegregation of the South Side, and I'm not talking about Lloyd Barbie them town. I'm not talking about when Pastor Grappy and them was marching. I'm talking about recent, because even though they were still doing that, there were still areas, and we'll talk about this later with covenants and stuff, there were still areas where black people couldn't go.
Right. Y'all couldn't go across the railroad tracks here, right?
Yeah, we couldn't go across the viaduct. So listen, when I say that, the news will report took a class about news media and stuff, and the news would report that when it was on the north side, they gonna say the north side.
Right.
But when it's on the south side, they may say the 100 block and the street. So if you don't know,
or west or south Milwaukee,
so if you don't know that street is on the south side, then in your mind you are automatically going to connect it to the north side anyway.
Wow.
So on the north side, it was like on the north side of Milwaukee today,
right,
the X, Y, and Z happened. But when it's on the south side, it was on Oklahoma and 51st. So it wasn't the south side.
It wasn't the south side, right.
That's what I'm saying. So in your mind, we create this image of the north side automatically.
Right.
And so some of us still buy into that, whereas crime has been going on all over the place. They just bury it in different places. But back to what we're talking about, the way that they report on this young woman, Anya, and if I was a reporter, I would be digging into that one way more than the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's somebody in custody for that. They're going to get answers. It provides that, you don't know what she was doing. But you have a black woman murdered, body found in the alley, her son who is nonverbal, autistic, has blood on him. That doesn't want you to report on that, or is it just like another black woman dead? And
that's
she probably was doing something wrong or doing something, and so but the pristine white girl, why was she there? What drew her to this neighborhood? Get the hell out of here.
Right. Well, we got you on the True Talk and text line, 833-212-1017. You can text or call in at that number. Bill says that there's more coverage because it's less expected. Huh.
But expected by who? I hear what he's saying. And so you expect for a black woman to be killed and murdered and buried and body dumped in the alley? That's, again, our psyche.
Yeah.
And our acceptance of what others think of us and the desensitizing we've done to ourselves, that it's like, oh, that's just another black woman. They die all of the time. Like we were talking about black women going missing. They go missing all of the time. So we're not really finna look for them.
Yeah, 833-212-1017. That's our True Talk and text line. You can get in on this conversation on that line. We'll be back with more on 101.7 The Truth. Truth in the Morning.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
June 2022, southeast Wisconsin. A distracted driver killed 3 people. And in that single moment, it affected many more. The grandmother.
And my heart sank. Their lives are forever lost.
Pastor.
That was the most difficult day of my entire ministry.
Sister.
I lost my best friend.
Distracted driving affects everyone. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
So you telling me that you can make lobster tail and crab legs? It will still taste like a lobster tail and crab legs, but they vegan?
Let me tell you, and my customers can testify to this. I can make vegan chitlins.
Now, come on. I don't know what chitlins taste like because it's been about 40 years since I had them.
I love them.
But you can do that.
My best customers for my vegan chitlins are those people who still eat meat.
Download the new 101.7 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 The Truth. Come in with straight truth.
Even the police department arguing over their little 12% that they want, and it's a shortage. Okay, I think at some point the people got to start using common sense. It ain't nothing personal. It's something that's community. That's it. And a lot of people try to deflect and make it personal. That's how you know they ain't doing nothing, because they try to make it personal. But really, it's about the conditions of the neighborhood, the conditions of the residents, the safety quality, the public safety ideas. Are we getting that? Are we using the taxpayer taxpayers' dollars the best way we can to make a difference, to become a resource for everybody in the family to thrive. Is that happening? Yes or no? And if it's not, then you switch the coach. You get a different philosophy on the people. That's it. When times are tough, you need people to roll up their sleeves and get to work. When everything is working well, you sit back and you let it coast. You can't coast and things are bad.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app. Milwaukee Black Talk.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
An accident on 94 heading southbound right about at 7 Mile Road being worked on. We got tow trucks out on the scene, ready to pick everything up. A little bit of a bottleneck through that area. Southbound on 41, backing up just a bit, heading into Good Hope Road. Northbound's backed up between North Avenue and Burleigh. Eastbound 94, still seeing delays from 84th Street through the Hawley Road construction area. Southbound on 43, just starting to tighten up south of Good Hope Road towards Bender. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, breezy and mild, a slight chance for an afternoon shower, a high of 57. Tonight, slight chance of a sprinkle, mostly cloudy, a low of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Welcome back, 1017 The Truth listeners. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. Coming off a win, the Panthers look to add to the winning streak as they go on the road to take on the Wofford College Terriers on Saturday. Scott Warris has the coverage starting at 12:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 1 p.m.
Did we start with an accent there? Was that what I was hearing, Rhea?
I didn't have no accent.
Kind of caught that.
Yeah, I caught a little accent there.
What kind of accent?
I don't know, Dame, but it was kind of little country twang on it.
Well, I lived in Florida. You know what happened? I lived in Florida for a couple of years. And when you live down south for any amount of time, some of the words that you say come out that way. Like
is that what it is? Okay.
My sister does it. She's been living in North Carolina for a while, though. And so before she went to college, and I was still here, and she would come back, and I'd be like, "Your there sounds funny," and because she had been in Florida for a little while, so there's certain words that may come out that way. There was no country swang in anything I said.
Okay, we was just checking, checking on you.
Bailey got chill. Bailey always trying to call me out on something. Whenever I do my transitions, here come Bailey. That was a good transition.
Well, I'm trying to cheer you on. I'm trying to help you out, my brother. Okay, look. On our YouTube channel, we do have a poll up. We want you to get involved with it because we've been talking about double standards in Milwaukee's crime reporting. Are there double standards in Milwaukee's crime reporting? That is the question. Get on it. It's on our YouTube channel, okay? If you're watching this or checking us out on YouTube, make sure you go there and you get in on the poll. Rhea's going to give us an update a little later on. Now, let's go to the True Talk and text line. Al is there. Al from Milwaukee, good morning. What's your truth?
My truth is it a double standard? Oh, hell yeah. Because a lot of these white people come here and do their crimes and go back to the suburbs, and they know if they do them in the inner city, of course, we're going to be put on blast. But a lot of these rapes and these people that's being murdered, a lot of them are being done by white people. But if you do it in a black neighborhood, there you go. But we have to start exposing these people, just like they're not exposing drug addiction is on the rise in River Hills. But they didn't tell y'all that. They didn't tell y'all about the mother and father who was running the train on their son in Marinette. They didn't tell y'all that. It's a whole lot of stuff going on here in Milwaukee. Some of these people probably even buying masks and dressing up as black people and doing crimes. All we got to do is pay attention, and it's Friday. Let's see who's all over this neighborhood tonight after midnight. And they don't look like us. who you think coming to buy their drugs in the inner city, but they sell majority of the drugs in Wake in suburbs. Why you think little Sally Russell and little Johnny's up here strung out, drugged out on drugs, but they always on center finding black people to help them?
Al ain't lying.
I know. Thanks, Al. Ooh, okay.
Al ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
And that's what I was talking about when they talk about the reporting on the south side as opposed and just south side, north side. But when you also have stuff that happens in these other surrounding communities, they don't report on the negative things as much. But they mention them and they might
do something for something that's way out somewhere.
They mention it in passing, but it doesn't fit the narrative of who they want to make to be the criminal, who they want to make to be the criminal element, where they want to make people to be scared of going.
Right.
Because if you like the other day, this is random. I was walking down the street. I was leaving from here, and I was walking down the street to my car. And as I'm walking, a woman, she's obviously from out of town or something because she was here. She had on cowboy boots or something. Okay. Something was going on. This white woman. This woman damn near went to the curb to avoid walking past me, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking, this is my city.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm from.
Yeah.
And you going to be scared of me in my city? There was so much anger in me. And then what I had to realize is the only information she's been fed about Milwaukee is you better be safe when you go there. You know, they'll get you. It's wild in Milwaukee. And when you go to these outlining areas, that's all they hear. So sometimes I don't like reporting about all of the negative things that happen in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I like balancing it out. Because if you just reporting the negative, then that's all people are gonna, these outlining areas, that's all they hear.
Wow.
They listen to
that's
us,
true.
and that's what they're gonna think Milwaukee is. We know that Milwaukee isn't that, and we know we're just talking about an issue that may be coming up. But these other surrounding areas, they don't know. And all they know is what we tell them. And so they come down here for a Billy Ray Cyrus concert.
Right.
Or they come down here for, his daughter's concert, or they come here for a Billie Eilish concert or something, and they're fearful.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to be.
Yeah.
Now, they got to keep their head on the swivel.
Yeah.
So do I. So do you.
Yeah.
That's any major city.
Absolutely.
But you don't have to be scared of, he's going to snatch my purse. I ain't seen nobody snatch. When the last time you seen somebody snatch a purse?
I don't know. Apparently, Giannis saw somebody do that the other day.
Did he? He tried to stop it?
Yeah, from my understanding.
Oh, come on, man. That's what got the mayor beat up. Tom Barrett got beat up for getting in other people's business.
He thought, I'm the mayor.
Listen, I'm saying that in jest. But I say this to say it doesn't happen as much. But that's what they think is going to happen because of what they feel and what they hear.
Yeah. 833-212-1017. That's our True Talk and text line. She's been waiting for a minute, and we appreciate you holding. Miss Sandra, good morning. What's your truth?
Good morning. How we doing this morning?
We're doing good.
Okay, I'm listening, and I feel like you all feel because we're overrepresented in crime, and I've been here all my life. I'm 76. My mom migrated from Mississippi. I was 18 months. So I went to school here, and I saw a beautiful Milwaukee because, the factories, all that stuff was here, and we got good jobs. And I got a good job because I got to retire and got a pension. So now we found that they moved the jobs offshore. They cut unions because they found out, they be in the background figuring out ways where they can cut this and that make us get ahead. And but they cut the unions out, moved the jobs offshore, and now the police union can get all the money. They can get all the money they ask for.
Yep.
But now our jobs now got shipped out. And so now you got to get into this high-tech stuff now because that's what's really taking a lot of jobs. But anyways, I have relatives living, Grafton, Menominee Falls, and they asked me the same thing. I live on 27th between Burleigh and Concordia. Mm-hmm. And they asked me the same thing. Said, why do you always hear about Milwaukee? I said, it's a tool. It's a tool they can use against us as black people because we have risen up. We have strived. We have went to college. We have did everything. We pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps. And they always got a tool to try to bring us back down and use us as an enemy. And we're not the enemy. They are. The biggest crooks is up there in the White House. You got a president with all crooks he's hired and kick people out of jobs. Now you got airplanes not being able to fly. Ronald Reagan did that. He cut out their traffic controllers.
Yeah.
He kicked people out of mental institutions.
Yeah.
Sandra, how long you been living?
Stuff, even our medical.
Sandra,
how long our medical stuff. He's cut out. Huh?
How long you been living on 27th Street between Burleigh and Concordia? How long you been living there?
Since 71.
Wow.
Since 71.
Wow.
And before that, I lived on 10th and Burleigh between Chambers and Burleigh. And I went to school at La Follette. I went to Robert Fulton.
Did you know Peggy Hardy and them that used to live on over there? They used to be on 27th. Well, I say that they used to have a daycare over there. That was the house I came home to. I came home to on 27th in Burleigh. I was born in 1976. I came home. You said you from Mississippi. Okay. What part of Mississippi you from?
I was born in Mississippi. I came up here when I was 18 months. But my parents from Starkville, Mississippi.
My family from Macomb, Mississippi. So I'm just asking. Black folks.
That's okay.
We don't air. I'm getting all your business.
You're trying to find out historical research on your own family. Research. Are you my cousin Pookie's sister?
Thank you, Miss Sandra, for calling.
Thank you so much. Hey, we'll have more when we come back. You want to get in on this conversation. Hey, don't forget, coming your way at 8 o'clock. It's what the business is.
What the business is.
So get your phones out. Write this number down because you need to call in and promote your business or event. 833-212-1017. You're on Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
So let me ask you, when the government, and again, I'm doing the air quotes, tightens the belt, who's standing underneath the belt when it snaps back?
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Don't want you to agree. Honestly, should I be transparent? I don't really care if you agree. I, like you, want to be heard.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 101.7 The Truth.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Don't let a trade-in get in the way of the phone you want. Now you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in required, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
morning. You're checking out Bailey Coleman and Dame Ellzey live from the American Family Insurance Studio on 101.7 The Truth. Dame, it's been a morning, man. So far, so yeah.
Cousin.
Okay.
I said that on YouTube, so
you said that on YouTube.
Inside joke between me and my YouTube people.
Oh, okay. All right then. Then. Speaking of YouTube, I don't want you to forget our poll. Are there double standards in Milwaukee's crime reporting? Rhea, what are our results so far?
Our results so far, we've got 93% yes and 6% no.
Somebody said no?
Somebody said no.
Yeah, who said no? I thought that was an obvious,
Somebody
winner.
said no?
That's like 21 in game 21. That's an obvious winner.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I think again, and what I think the reporting on the north side of Milwaukee is so slanted. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And it's like I was saying, this young woman was murdered. Her body was thrown in the alley. Her son, who is nonverbal.
And that's just one example.
But I'm just saying, it just shows the stark contrast.
Yes.
Because it happened the same week.
They barely even mentioned her situation and the baby and all that.
We don't know about this. We don't, because we've been talking about it.
Right.
People know about it, and this is the truth, and we're going to give you the truth. We're going to talk about it. So because we've been talking about it, people know about it.
But think about how many other shootings have happened within the last 2 weeks even.
Yeah. I feel you.
Because there was other people shot this week and other people died this week from shootings.
Listen, when we would do press releases and stuff like that about crime or anything like that, I would always be of the mind that I don't like doing press releases about a specific murder, because then it's like, are you downplaying the murder of somebody else's? You're putting this one at a high. You're going to do one for every time somebody's murdered? Cool, I get that. But I think there still needs to be an emphasis in the media because of what happens. And although with this white woman being killed in a black neighborhood is it fits right into a stereotype, right? Mm-hmm. It fits right into something, and they can sell that easier to the suburban areas, the outlying areas. Like, okay, if you go to the north side, this can happen to you.
Yes, it can happen to you too.
It can happen to you too. Whereas, like somebody said on one of the chat lines, is that it's expected for black people to be murdered. It's expected for a black woman's body to be found in an alley. All those are expected.
I mean, you could also say, what about the black woman that was with her that was shot as well?
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about her. She got arrested.
And we don't know, like I said, we don't know the story.
Right. We don't know.
Happened.
We don't know the story.
It could have been some domestic violence. It could have been, that's what the rumor is. It could have been just, and I don't want to get off into rumors and
innuendo.
Right. But the point is, listen, what if she was a victim as well? The police arrested her. We don't know. I just think as a whole, we have to put more of an emphasis on the importance of black and brown bodies as it pertains to violence. And that's the only way we're going to get the support and the help we need for that violence that we may be suffering in our communities to stop, right? It shouldn't take for this white woman to come down here for now people to realize, oh, we need to do something about the violence in the north side or in the city in general, right?
Right.
But when it's us, nobody cares. It's expected.
Right.
We don't get the resources. We don't get the money, the things that we need to get. But something like this happens, watch. Office of Violence and Prevention, it's called OWS or something else now. But they may get an influx of money now. Well, let's do something. This white girl got killed over here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But when it's us, it's not. Nobody cares.
Yeah, they don't care. Stacy said, off the True Talking text line, 833-212-1017. Stacy said, of course you hear about Milwaukee. It's the largest city in the state, just like any other large city in a state. It'll have more crime. Yeah. Yeah. And she said, dang, her mother's 82 years old. She from Macomb, Mississippi.
Who said that?
Stacy.
Stacy?
Stacy said that.
Then we might be cousins for real, Stacy.
Look.
We might be cousins. What's Stacy last name?
Mr.
Stacey.
YouTube. Stacey Evans.
Stacy, we might be cousins for real.
Oh, goodness.
If your mother is 82 from Macomb, Mississippi.
Goodness.
We might, because both sides, I don't want to get off into that, but both sides of my family from Macomb, Mississippi.
You making family connections and stuff in
the
here.
Jenkins and the Ellzeys, and it was the Jenkins, Ellzey, Bullocks, and Turners. They all came up here together.
Oh.
And so that's all four of them.
You might
Jenkins,
know.
Ellzey, Bullocks, Turners. That's all
You
my
might know some
grandparents'
people.
names. Yeah.
All right.
I might be related to Tina Turner on the low.
Oh,
and
really?
So, not to get off subject.
Okay, he way off subject.
But Macomb, Mississippi is also home to Snoop Dogg is from Macomb, Ray J and them is from Macomb, Britney Spears.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Is that your cousin too?
She might be.
Okay.
Anyway.
833, as Dave talks about his family heritage, 833-212-1017. That's our True Talk and text line. Craig said, nothing ever happens to help our neighborhoods until a white person is affected.
Craig ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong about that.
We will let's just make it trivial.
Okay.
We're talking about murder on that level, but let's bring it down some.
Okay.
We will have to drive over these potholes and deal with street sweepers not cleaning up streets properly and deal with all of this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when a white person come through down Valete and they car hit a pothole, then it's all of a sudden we need to get these streets fixed and do all of this stuff. When I used to answer these phones, white people would see stuff and they'd be like, this is appalling what's going on here. And they would call the office and they'd be like, what are you doing about this? And I'd be like, first of all, and I would tell them this, and, they would get upset. First of all, the fact that you white and you think that because you're white, none of these other black people have called in about these potholes. Nobody else has seen none of this stuff you're seeing, but because you're white and you're coming through the inner city, I'm going to jump to it and make sure that it happens. White privilege right there. But that's how it happens, though. If it wasn't me that was answering the phone, what if it was somebody else? Then they may have jumped on it even faster. I may not jump on it at all because it's the white person that just called me and think that they know more than the other black people in the neighborhood that have been in this neighborhood forever. You just moved on this block, but because you here, now it's, we got to do this, we got to do this. You didn't care before you got on this block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared before you moved here, so why? All
I know
because you here, I'm supposed to care? Get the hell out of here.
All I know is I lost my tire a couple of weeks ago to one of these city of Milwaukee potholes.
That's real talk.
That's real talk. But when I drive my car out to Brookfield to go to work, to my other job, all they potholes filled. I'm mad. Little teeny tiny potholes on the side they filled. Soon as they created, they filled in potholes.
You want me to tell you why? Brookfield is a smaller municipality and has less things to do. The DPW don't have nothing else to do but fill potholes.
Well, they need
they go and do
need
that.
to come to Milwaukee and fill in a few potholes.
I'm not making excuses for the DPW staff because I love my DPW people, but they do a lot of different stuff. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's a bigger city, bigger municipality. Things happen. With all that being said,
yes.
There absolutely is a double standard. To answer your question, your initial question, there is a double standard in the way that things are covered in Milwaukee. If it's covered for a white person that it's affecting, as opposed to a black person.
Rhea, what's the final on our poll that we have on our YouTube poll?
All right, the final here for are there double standards in Milwaukee's crime reporting? 95% yes and 5% no.
All right.
I still want to know who that 5%.
I know who that 5%.
Sometimes we do polls, and I'll be like, "Who is this? Who done voted against?"
Exactly.
Maybe they voted in error.
It should be 100%, right?
That's the portion of error.
It should be 100%. When we come back, now's the time to call 833-212-1017. It's time for What the Business Is, and we're going to come out with that right at 8 o'clock. So if you get on the phone now, if you wrote the number down and stuff, Rhea's going to take your call, 833-212-1017. You're checking out Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tori Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
You know, it's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the seventh generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 101.7 The Truth. Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Check it out one time.
It's time for another edition of What the Business Is. Can we get the intro real?
My intro real.
We gotta have it. There we go.
We all here for our men and our women and our kids. Everybody, what the business is.
Hey,
you got the business, let me know what it is. Hey, what the business is. You got the business, let me know what it is. Come on, y'all. What the business is. I'm not doing the
big Frank dance right, but it's...
Is that that's
Frank dance? You ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. All right. Time for another edition of What the Business Is here on 101.7 The Truth. We're doing it live for you from the American Family Insurance Studio. Dame. Let's get it. Let's go right to the phone line. Sherelle, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us about your business.
My business is Coloring for the Soul. I created a grief coloring book that allows those who do not necessarily want to talk about their grief be able to express it with coloring pages and journal prompts. I created it in hopes that it'll help, those that are currently going through grief. It can be found at my website, www.coloringforthesoul.com. I will also be tomorrow down at the 3rd Street Market Hall for Dr. Shantina Gladney's My City, My Biz live magazine expo from 12 to 4. You can come down and check out local entrepreneurs along with being able to network. And there's no age restrictions.
Shout out to Dr. Shantina Gladney. I know her very well. It's wonderful. I'm glad you're taking part. Now, when is that happening again?
It's tomorrow from 12 to 4. At the 3rd Street Market Hall.
Okay, great. Tomorrow from 12 to 4 at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Come on out and see Sherelle and get the coloring for the Soul Book. Thank you so much.
I know I said I was going to do it last week. I just did it right now because I forgot.
Okay.
And I just went on Amazon right now.
See, there you
and
go.
And bought the book for my youth. I forgot.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. But when you called, I was like, oh, no, I didn't do it. So I went and did it just now on my phone. I just did it on air. That's how we get down on what the business is.
There it is. There it is. All right. Make sure you call in 833-212-1017. What the business is on Truth in the Morning and is powered by We Energies. Energy you can depend on. Again, call right now, 833-212-1017 to shout out your very own Black-owned business or Black-owned business you love. That's 833-212-1017. Call in and shout out your business or upcoming event. Next is Fatima. Fatima, good morning. Tell us about your business.
Good morning. I'm calling in from 5 Points Art Gallery and Studios just to remind people that tonight we have an exhibition opening that is free to the public. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. and it's called We Black in Every Timeline, featuring 4 Milwaukee artists, Kirsten Ghaznavi, Manny Vibes, Turtle Soup, and a new person to the gallery, Warren Harrington. And so, again, that's from 6 to 9 today at 5 Points Art Gallery and Studios, 3514 North Fort Washington Avenue. And then next week, Friday, November 14th, the gallery is celebrating its 7-year anniversary. And it's also still fundraising and to save the gallery. And so from 6 to 10, there will be a ticketed dinner featuring lovely cuisine from famous chef Fred Coleman, and then featuring treats by Celebrity Treats by Gen Z. And so tickets are normally $100, but this week with the early bird promo, which is early bird save the gallery, the tickets are $85. And again, it's from 6 to 10 next Friday, November 14th at the gallery. There will also be a live music act that come with the ticket as well. And so we hope that people can come out and enjoy the free and also the ticketed event to support this Black-owned business that features and supports and grows and elevates other Black-owned businesses through the arts at 5 Points Art Gallery and Studios.
So so 6 to 9, you got Manny Vibes, you got Turtle Soup, you got Kirsten, all my people from 6 to 9 today, right?
All your people today, 6 to 9, with the artist talk that's at 7 p.m. So you can come meet the artist.
Excellent. And if somebody comes to the art gallery and buys art, a lot of times people think, art is expensive. I got to pay a lot for this art. They don't have to pay a lot at the 5 Points Art Gallery, right? They can get installment plans and things like that, right? You work with people, right?
Correct.
We
work with people. We make everything accessible. Our program is accessible. The works are accessible. And then, like Damien said, we do installment plans for purchases $200 or more. So the artists agree. We agree that we want everybody in our community to be able to access and contribute to our culture and to this process. And so, we do installment plans. So don't be shy. Ask for it. I buy on installment plans, and so we are making it successful again for all.
Support Black art. Thank you for calling in, Fatima.
Yes. It is Truth in the Morning, and you are checking out another edition of What the Business Is. And this morning, it's being powered by We Energies, energy you can depend on. And let's go to Kiana Jones from, the Epsilon Kappa Omega chapter of AKA. Good morning.
Good morning. It's Upsilon U Omega chapter, and I'm so happy to be here this morning.
I apologize. This is supposed to be Dame. Dame, take it away.
I was supposed to do that. Because I'm D9, so I was supposed to.
No problem at all. There's
That's
just a
all
few
right.
chapters in Wisconsin. So just making sure it's Upsilon Mu Omega chapter, and it's our foundation, Diamond Jubilee Pearls. We are hosting our annual AKA Day Party with a Purpose to be held in 2 weeks on Friday, November 21st at Denton MKE, and it's from 5 to 9. It will be a good time. The theme this year is Pearls and Pretty Rodeo Girls. Yeah, so we're excited. We're asking everyone to come out. General admission tickets are $40. Bring your fans, please. We will have a celebrity DJ from Georgia. Her name is Pretty Tammy. There will be food trucks, a cigar bar, and all of this is to raise money for scholarships for our students who will be attending college. We've given out since our inception in 2003 $200,000. More recently, in June, we gave out $10,000. And so we're looking to make sure that by the end of this year, we have $30,000 to give out to our students who will be attending college in the spring.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me more about the organization that you are representing today. Tell me more about that.
So Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is the first and the finest Greek letter organization, women's sorority, founded in Howard University in 1908. We're very active in the local community. Our foundation has been established since 2003. We, every year, have another signature event. Some of you may have heard of the AKA Day at the Derby. This is our second signature event to make sure that we raise money for scholarships and programs that benefit the local community. We've worked in partnership with MLK, school, and other community-based organizations, and our main goal is to make sure that we contribute back and provide service to uplift all mankind in the Milwaukee community.
Excellent. First fam in the building. So what makes you most excited about the event?
We are super excited for a good time. We're excited that we will have guests there who will be able to contribute back to our service model. We're excited for the first time to use this new venue. If people don't know, this is a newly established venue on 42nd and Belit. We're happy that we'll be contributing to other Black businesses. We have several food trucks that will be there on that day as well. And we're excited to see everyone dressed in their Western-spirited costumes or clothing. So again, come out with those fans and show up with your hats and be ready to make sure
Where you go?
you are engaged with everybody else who will be in attendance. We're expecting to have 160 participants.
So they're going to have their boots on their ground, huh? That's what it
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on
We're
the
going to be
ground.
sold out. So we're asking people to get their tickets early. We anticipate that we will be sold out.
Well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you calling in, and we hope the event
Wait. What can your guests expect at the event? What else can we expect?
She kind of answered that.
There is an opportunity. Oh, I hope you're coming because there is an opportunity. There are VIP tables and tickets available. That is available from 5 to 6. General admission is from 6 to 9. Again, that celebrity DJ, those food trucks, the cigar bar. There will be photo opportunities. There will be a photographer there. We have specialty drinks that are Western in spirit, the old-fashioned, the prickly pear, and the pretty girls in pearls, which is champagne.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit of gin. So there are a lot of opportunities to network throughout the venue and throughout the event. So there is a lot to expect on that day. And again, that celebrity DJ will keep us with our boots on the ground for sure.
There you go.
It will be a good time for a good cause.
There you go.
Now, can I say thank you for?
Yeah, you can
I got your
say
permission
that.
barely to
Yes,
tell her thank you.
You do have my
Thank you
permission.
for calling in. First fam.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Don't forget to get your tickets. You can go to our Facebook or our Instagram, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Upsilon Mu Omega.
All right, you gonna do the AKA call for us before you get off the phone? You gonna ski? There we go. 06. There we go. We out.
What the business is on Truth in the Morning, and it's been powered by We Energies. Energy you can depend on. That puts the wraps on another edition. Very well done, Mr. Ellzey.
And listen, she had already answered the question.
Look,
about
let
what
me
to
just
expect.
say this.
And then Betty
Let
you
me
ain't gonna
say
ask
this.
her what to expect.
She's trying to make sure she had it right. Okay, wait a minute.
Exactly. And clearly, she did
had done a
not say
great
that there
job.
was a VIP section.
Right.
For those of us that
'cause-
need to be in the VIP,
See,
we
that's
need
what
to
you
know
need to be in the
that.
VIP. I'm not a VIP type
there
of dude.
it is.
I'm a general admission.
Yeah.
I want to be with the people.
Well,
I'm amongst the people. See, that's you trying to separate yourself from the people.
There's a little. You can wave to the people from the VIP. You can even shake hands over
Rhea,
the
that's
VIP.
not me. I'm for the people.
You could give hugs over the VIP.
Dame Ellzey love the people.
But I love the
wanna
people
be
too.
with the people.
From over there.
Wherever the people are is where I want to be.
When we come back, do you ever wonder why there's a black neighborhood? You ever thought about that?
How segregation began.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about racial covenants when we come back and all about that. That's going to be interesting, so stay tuned. You're checking out Truth in the Morning with Bailey Coleman and the legendary Damian Ellzey on 101.7 The Truth.
You say my whole name like my mama.
Bye.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth. It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axhousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com. We Energies, people you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
It's Bailey Coleman and Damian Ellzey with another edition of Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth. And when we went to break, I was talking about the fact that, you ever wonder why there are black neighborhoods? Well, documents collected and analyzed by UW Milwaukee geography professor Ann Bonds show examples of racial covenants in Milwaukee. One for a residential subdivision and another for an actual cemetery. Dame,
yes.
What exactly are these covenants?
Well, covenants were historically used as a way to keep black people from moving into certain areas. Black people, brown people, whatever it is, whatever they were discriminating against. In Milwaukee, it was mostly black and brown people. And, in New York, it would be Polish people. It would be Jewish people. It would be whatever it is, whatever they could discriminate against. They would put in the covenant for the houses in that subdivision
that were purchased there.
So even if you were selling your house,
right,
the covenant for that neighborhood would be you can't sell this house to a black person, or a black person can't buy this house. It was a preventative measure put into covenants for subdivisions. So whether it be the first one that they are talking about here was in Wauwatosa.
Okay.
And so that was the one that they mentioned in the article was Wauwatosa. But it was done all over the city. It was done all over the state, all over the country. This is how they kept black people from moving into certain areas and kept it white until they wanted black people to move into the area. And that's a different story, which created white flight. And so they would scare people. It was called blockbusting.
Okay.
Where black people would then, some realtor would sell to a black person in the neighborhood and then go around to all of the white people in the neighborhood, the same realtor.
Okay.
And be like, the Jacksons moved in a couple of blocks over. You need to sell your house and get away from all of these black people because they coming. So then they would get their houses at a lower price, and then they would sell them again to black people
at a higher
price. So they was making a lot of money. So it's a lot of trickery going in to this. But originally the covenant, that's how it started. And shout out to Ann Bonds, who was my committee chair when I got my master's degree a couple of years ago. So she spoke about this then. So they have been working on this for a number of years. And I've even sat in on calls and listened to it. And they've had people that have gone through and read all these historical documents to find these covenants. And in some cases, some of these neighborhoods still had these covenants on file in the municipalities that they exist in, where even though they weren't active and people were actively doing them, they were still there.
They were still
in
there.
2025, which is crazy, right?
That's real crazy.
That these haven't been taken off of the books automatically.
Right.
But they're still there. So that just shows you how entrenched these covenants and how deep they went.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, when we all hear about covenants, we think about the covenants from the Bible, right?
Right.
That's what you think about. But this is deeply rooted paperwork that even kept some black people out of cemeteries.
So this,
you can't be buried over it. You know what I mean? And
even in death, I don't want to be next to
a black person.
I was just, what I'm saying, but
the
I can't say it on
You can't
radio.
say the N-word
Almost
ever.
did. We was having a conversation. It felt good. I almost said it. Listen.
Not with the hard R. Okay.
It did, right? It did, Rhea. It almost rolled off the tongue. Listen, the point is this, that when we talk about the issues that black people are facing in this country,
yes,
this is just another one of systemic racism, instance of systemic racism that has kept black people from prospering and black people from moving around freely and doing things. So when people say, oh, they just need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, or as my brother Dr. King might say, and I'm J. Cole in this, they just rich because they worked harder. When people say things like that, it's like, come on, you can't really say that when you have systemic racism that has placed us back for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
And as this has not allowed us to get into those places where those homes may have been more affordable, and may have been, we could have bought these houses and had equity and sent our kids to college and done all of the things that these white folks were allowed to do because they were able to buy these homes in these areas.
Right.
And so this is just another case of, there's so many different other instances of systemic racism, and I mentioned it earlier with the GI Bill. Whereas people went to war, and my grandfather, other people's grandfathers, great grandfathers went to war, expecting that they would be treated the same as the white boys when they got back. But they weren't able to access the GI Bill and all of the things that it benefited for them, able to buy houses in these subdivisions, able to buy this stuff, and that a lot of that starts people along the path of, wealthiness and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just another example of systemic racism.
Yeah, what do you do with that? When you look back at this.
Yeah. It's history, right? It's a part of our history, and we're learning a part of our history that people don't often talk about. We see the Selma, the Bull Connors, we see the blatant racism. We see that.
Yeah.
We learn about that.
Right.
But we don't learn about the banks and how they did stuff.
Right.
We don't learn about the systems and the institutions and how they promoted racism to the point where we were held back in certain areas.
This was legal.
It was legal. To say you can't sell it to a black person.
Segregation. Legal.
Yeah.
Enforceable.
And so that's what I'm saying. Oftentimes we believe that the segregation that we dealt with and the segregation that they were fighting in Selma, the segregation we were fighting here with Father Grappy and the Commandos and Vel Phillips and things like that, the marches we were doing here, the segregation we fought here was just
above the surface.
Above the surface. It was segregation where it was about a person's choice.
Yes.
I choose not to live next to black people.
Yes.
I choose not to live next to white people. I choose this, right? When you look deeper and you see that choice was not really a choice in some cases, that choice was a manifestation of a written document, a legal document that said you can't live next to me. So even if I wanted you to live next to me and I wanted to sell my house to you as a black person, this covenant will prevent me from doing that. So even if there were, quote unquote, good white folks, I couldn't be that good white person because I can't sell my house to you by law. They'll take the house from you because the covenant says that you can't own this house.
That is crazy.
Ain't that crazy? So just think of all the different areas in American history where systemic racism has played a factor in the propelling of black people up the economic ladders, up the social ladders, up the ladders of society in America. So when people say, oh, the American dream is such a great thing and anybody can become anything, well, now you can.
Yeah.
But 20, 30 years ago, you couldn't. And let's not act like, Lloyd Barbie, who integrated schools in Wisconsin. This was 1979, 1980, y'all. This wasn't the 60s, the 50s. This was in our lifetimes. Because Wisconsin was so slow in integrating schools, you had to sue them to make them do it, right? That's how you became famous. So Brown versus Board of Education was in the 50s, 56. So you got 14 years later, 24 years later, it still hasn't resonated in Wisconsin. So that's just one instance of that same thing that had been a systemic racism that had been knocked down, being removed. So just think of all of the other things that were present as far as systemic racism that were still relevant and still prevalent in our society just here in Milwaukee.
Right.
It's crazy.
And this one was just like a low-key, undercover kind of.
It's in the contracts. You don't even read them no more. They still be in there. Like they were reading contracts. And I talked to them and they were reading contracts that they would find this language on the fifth page or the third page or whatever. And it's still there.
Wow.
In some of these places. So that's crazy.
833-212-1017. That's our Truth Talk and text line. We want to hear from you, Milwaukee. What are your thoughts on this? Have you experienced
Have you ever experienced this? And that's a great question.
There are some people here that are old enough to have experienced this.
And to broaden that question, have you ever experienced an issue of just straight systemic racism? It's not supposed to be there anymore, but we were talking about even earlier when we were talking about the media.
Yeah.
That is a systemic, that is the media's, they are doing something that is racist, right? That we think is racist. And it's something that is inherent to their industry. and it's something that is there. It's racism, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced a racism that you would? It may be the residual of a systemic racism. It may not be as in written out like this, but now they switch it up,
right?
And so it may not be written out like this, but it's still some type of racism that you've experienced,
right?
So I'm not asking have you just experienced racism. We all have,
yeah.
But I'm asking has it affected you in trying to buy a house, trying to rent out an apartment, trying to buy a car. Things of that nature.
Yeah,
yeah.
833-212-1017, our True Talk and text line. We'll be back with more on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
What was the life change? We all know it happened, and we know things happen, and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight, or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease, and he's on dialysis. And he wants to get on the list, and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. That's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and,
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute. Even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to, because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Well, westbound 94 still dealing with a crash at Moreland Road. The left lane is blocked, so backups all the way back to the zoo. Hefty ones there, so watch out for that. Eastbound 94 backing up from about 76th Street to Hawley Road. Northbound 41 backing up from just before Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh. Southbound on 43 just a little bit backed up past Bender Road. Then after that, it actually opens up. You're looking pretty good all the way down to the Marquette. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy, breezy, mild, a slight chance for afternoon showers, a high of 57. Tonight, slight chance for a sprinkle, mostly cloudy, a low of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
101.7 The Truth, Truth in the Morning. Bailey, Coleman, Dame Ellzey. It's a good Friday morning. Dame, some people gonna eat today.
This just in. This just in. The government has released SNAP benefits for those that get SNAP. So being the squeaky wheel and being loud has paid off.
Yes.
Yeah. That systemic racism.
Yep.
Has now not been allowed to continue.
Yes. So go get your groceries before something changes.
Yeah. Go make that happen.
check your balance.
Where did you read that? You just and this is what I'm saying. It's all fluid, y'all.
Yeah.
Bailey just came up with this. Like, no, they just released these snaps.
Yeah, they really. So go on and get your.
So they released more than half because I know they were talking about half. Because another judge last night was like, he was like, "No, y'all finna release all of this."
Yeah.
The Rhode Island judge, I think it was, or whomever.
Well, they had to do it by today.
Yeah, he was like, y'all finna release all of this. And so they, released it. And that's dope. I like that. I like and you know what? Trump and them couldn't have fought. The way that they have been taking flack for this, it would have been ridiculous and an asinine political move to keep this. But they wanted to. Trump wanted to because he put out the I don't know what's Trump's Twitter called? It's not Twitter. It's something else.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's something on his social.
Truth Social.
His Truth Social, that's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he be lying. But he put on there the other day, I ain't giving y'all nothing, pretty much. He's like an old dude when you go across his grass. Get off my grass. I ain't giving you nothing. Trump, I ain't giving you nothing. But this judge was like, no. You're going to get these people this snap.
All right, let's go back to our topic at hand because Prince is on the phone. Prince has been waiting patiently.
Shout out to Prince.
Truth, Prince, good morning. You're checking out Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. What's your truth this morning?
First of all, peace and blessings. Thank you very much for taking my call. I'm a 70-year-old. How are you two doing today?
We're great.
Well, thank you for asking.
Thank you for asking.
Okay. I'm old school. I'm 70 years old. I'll keep my comment short and brief. I don't like to hog up the line. I'll just mention one incident. I'm a black man. I have always worked. 1973. I was 18 years old. I worked full time at Allenz Chambers, which unfortunately closed down. But I made a lot of money, a ton of money. And I was looking for my first apartment. So I found an apartment in West Dallas, which was maybe 4 or 5 blocks away from Allenz Chambers. I figured I'm making a lot of money. I'm a non-drinker, non-smoker, non-drug user. Never did any of that. Don't party, but I've always worked and always made a lot of money, and I'm doing very well. But that's neither here nor there. So I go put in an application at this apartment, and I told them who I was. I filled out the application, paid cash, put down first month's deposit, first month's rent. They said, we'll get back to you. Couple of weeks later, they mail me a letter. Your application has been denied. We'll mail you a check. They didn't say why. Again, this is 1973. I talked to some other people, and they told me point blank, they don't rent apartments to black people in West Dallas in 1973. It doesn't matter how much money you made. And that's just one incident, but I thought I'd pass that on. It woke me up. That was a wake-up call because that was really a slap in the face. I didn't experience that kind of racism until that hit me right in the face.
Wow.
18 years old, high-paying job. I'm one of those persons, I like to work for my money. I work quite often 7 days a week there. Saturdays, double pay. Sunday, double pay. Occasionally, I was working on holidays. I was a machinist.
Wow.
And I just never turned down overtime. I was single, didn't have any kids, didn't have a girlfriend. I believed in working hard for your money. So I just thought I'd pass that on.
Oh, thank you.
If you have any questions, I'll answer them, but I just thought I'd pass that on. That was my first real slap in the face for someone with no police record. Matter of fact, I'll share this. Some of your callers are probably going to – I won't even say that part. I'm a retired city worker, and I've always worked. But do you have a question before I hang up?
You said you're a retired city worker?
Excellent. Yes, I am. And what I did for the city, people hate them. They hate them.
The police?
So you probably know what I did for a living. They're hated. They're hated people. They're hated. They hate us. Hated us then. They hate us now.
What you don't want to say? You don't want to say what it is? You don't want to say?
Okay, I'll go ahead and say it because there's nothing. I'm a retired city of Milwaukee police officer.
There you go.
And people hate them.
No, people don't hate them.
They hated them then. They hated them then, and they hate them now.
As a police
and I'll probably get a.
As a police officer, you probably dealt with a lot of systemic racism coming up in that time frame. Because I know a lot of black police officers that dealt with it, and they would go in and they would leave or whatever the case may be, and the stuff they had to deal with. Being a black police officer, especially during that time, had to be crazy.
I could write a book.
Wow.
I'm highly trained in martial arts, very devout Christian, and I fought hard to help our people. I'm one of those black officers who bent over backwards to help our black people. And to this day, I'll say this. I helped a lot of gangbangers, gangster disciples, vice lords. To this day, they still speak to me. I can go anywhere I want. 53206, I've worked that area a lot, and I bent over backwards to help people. A lot of my ex-co-workers cannot go in 53206 anymore because they were so nasty to people.
Yeah, you can't be mean to people.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling, Prince. We appreciate that. That was
real. That was real. And you know, people, I say FTP, but I don't mean like when it comes down to a personal. I mean FTP. The whole institution of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're a police officer, you don't got to be scared to say you're a police officer to me. I'm not going to jump down your neck because that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like the institution of police officer. I know there are good police officers.
Right. There are.
But the institution is what bothers me. How it started, how it treats black people. And he even said it and alluded to that. And I know there's a lot of those officers face systemic racism at such a level, it was ridiculous.
Oh,
and in that case, do we need to go to break, or am I talking too much?
No, you good.
We good?
You good.
Okay. So in that systemic racism, I don't want to get into my thought and then be like, oh, we gotta go, because sometimes y'all don't be checking the clock. Anyway, in that systemic racism is that officer wouldn't be allowed to progress up the ladder and be a sergeant and have a position of power.
Right.
So that then he can now dictate to those officers how they're going to treat black people in that neighborhood. So systemic racism has kept those officers from doing what they thought they were going to be able to do when they joined the police force.
Right.
And it also hurt their pockets because they couldn't
make more money.
And the systemic racism that Ann Bonds and Reggie them talking about in their stuff is like these houses would be the difference between owning a house with these places, with these covenants, as opposed to owning a house in the place where they said black people could live, was hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So that hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars is setting that family up for economic success.
Yes.
Because they can borrow from this. They can if anybody has trouble, they can buy their kids' houses from borrowing from their house.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so people don't understand. People think it's just a small thing about racial covenants and redlining, that this racial covenants birthed out was redlining and all that. They think it's small. It's not small.
Not small.
It's very important to the economics of black people and very important to the economics of white people and how they have been able to propel themselves further.
It's deeply rooted. I mean, you think about it, a lot of the places where black people were able to live, they couldn't buy the place.
Yeah.
So they never were able to get their piece of the rock, and then they were never able to have that generational wealth, because that's what that is, being able to pass those properties down. You know,
and when you're facing systemic racism like that in these covenants and things like that, and so now you can only buy, because of redlining and all this other stuff, you can only buy in this area. So you're only buying in this area. They're going to charge you an exorbitant amount for this house, but this house is going to require a lot of work to be done to it. So now you're paying a lot for this house, but they're not assessing your house at what you are paying for this house.
Right.
Black people to this day still deal with that. So that's why there's always the fight to this day about gentrification and the raising of tax assessments, the raising of assessments of properties in black neighborhoods too fast.
Right.
But then again, on the flip side, you have people like some of the like Sandra, some of the people that have called in who live in these areas and have owned their houses for a long time are finally getting their house is getting the worth that they have put into it and is being assessed at that. So how do you tell somebody, okay, your house shouldn't be assessed at that because it's going to cause gentrification in this neighborhood, but it is going to cause gentrification, but your house should be assessed at the amount you put in it. So there's a tightrope in that. And the systemic racism that we have faced have prevented us from climbing up these ladders.
Yeah.
And that's what happens all the time with systemic racism. It prevents you. Puts a ceiling, glass ceiling. Women deal with systemic stuff. Glass ceiling. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. All right. We'll be back with more. It's 101.7 The Truth, Truth in the Morning.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road as they head to South Carolina to take on the Wofford Terriers.
The home whites, and Dorsey is dropping off, fields inside, rises up, and emphatically sends it in. Left side, 15 to shoot, no look behind the back to Kone, who rises up, throws it down, and what a pass from Amar.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 12:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 1 o'clock.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free.
Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
It's another edition of Truth in the Morning with Bailey, Coleman, Dame Ellzey for a Friday TGIF to you. Okay, Dame. We got to touch on this. We got to talk about this because this Greenfield police chief, he been off the rails.
He has. Let me just say this. And Bailey's gonna fill y'all in on the story. This dude is the epitome of a product of systemic racism. And why do you say that, Dame? Why? Because there's no way he has been able to get to this position without there being some white privilege involved in him getting to this position. Even though it was Greenfield and it's all white people, he's a white man. The way that he has treated the other people of this city to the point that they are trying anything to get rid of this dude. You know what I'm saying? Means that white privilege was used in this instance, and
because
he was bolstered to this position because he's a white man.
At one point, they was just like, "Look, just retire. We got you."
Right. Just get out of here.
Just talk. Talk about the privilege involved with this. Rhea, do you have audio for this? Okay, Rhea's gonna run the audio back, but this whole deal with him is crazy. So he's been charged with felony misconduct for personal use of department property, but that's not it. That's not all. Apparently, allegedly, supposedly, he been running rampant out there in the city of Greenfield. You ready, Rhea? All right, here we go. Check out this. This is from our friends at TMJ4.
In Greenfield, Jay Johnson has been charged with felony misconduct. He's accused of using a department-owned surveillance camera at his home against the direction of his own city attorney. Johnson's been on paid administrative leave since the spring. Mary Jo Ola breaks it all down.
Greenfield Police Chief Jay Johnson faces a felony misconduct charge after he was placed on administrative leave earlier this year. According to a criminal complaint, prosecutors say Johnson requested to use a Greenfield police poll camera at his Wind Lake home in Racine County because of safety concerns as he went through a divorce. The city attorney says he advised against it, citing legal issues, but Johnson directed other officers to install it. In April, detectives brought the issue to the city's HR director. That same month, the mayor and others held a meeting with the police chief about the camera and other complaints, during which the mayor says he offered Johnson a chance to retire and tell his own story about why he would be leaving. According to the complaint, Johnson became irate and denied the charges before being placed on leave. A week later, he invited members of the media to his own news conference to address his leave.
I have 33 years of dedicated service to the city of Greenfield. I've never received any formal complaint of discipline. Since being sworn in as chief of April 2019, Mayor Knightsky has never criticized my work performance. However, he has required I retire many times.
The court document also details instances of threatening behavior against other officers, including Greenfield's acting police chief. I reached out to Johnson for comment. He directed us to his attorney, who says they deny claims of misconduct. They describe the matter as retaliatory after Johnson filed multiple age discrimination complaints against the city. In a statement, Greenfield's mayor says although Johnson is presumed innocent until proven guilty, they appear to be serious charges and we do not take them lightly.
Wow.
Look, we ain't got much time to talk about this.
Okay.
We can talk about this for an hour.
Okay.
But this ties into everything that we're stating, right? Well, we started talking about the media and how they do the defense. They differ between races and how they treat people. We get into the covenants and how they do. This is another form of the same thing with if he was a black man. If he was a black man,
he'd have already been in jail.
He would have been in jail for something. He done this man. And first of all, if the mayor and them are trying to get rid of you to that point, that means a lot of people don't like you.
Exactly.
And so you can tell by the way he's acting and the way that he's carrying himself. He is very pompous. He is high on himself.
And his privilege.
Because
think about it.
Man.
They offered him several times. Hey, you know what? Retire.
He's been there. He's been there 33 years.
You've been here 33 years. We got you.
And
You can get your pension. You can get all your.
No. He's been there 33 years. And just remember, y'all, I'm telling y'all that 33 years goes back to his 25, 8, 92.
Yeah.
Right? So that's 1992.
Mm-hmm.
He came around when Rodney King was getting beat up. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are in play here, right?
I mean,
and so they probably like, you old school, you giving Greenfield a bad name.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come out here because of the way the police are acting.
And his alleged threatening behavior to other officers.
Right.
And even now, even all of this, being charged and everything, felony charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
He don't pay leave.
He on paid leave.
He getting his check.
That's how they do police officers.
He getting his check.
But he had so much control over this police department.
Yes.
That he was gonna take some cameras that their tax dollars had bought, that Greenfield people's tax dollars had paid for.
Yep.
He's gonna take these cameras and put them on not his main property.
No.
His other property.
Yes.
Because he was dealing with violence.
A divorce.
From a divorce. Godspeed to that woman in divorcing this man. I don't know how long she was married to this dude.
Good luck to her.
But Godspeed to her, and we support you.
Yes.
Because if you had to be married to this dude that just did that press conference.
Exactly.
Because we know we have all run across white men like that.
Privilege.
And I'm not going to do the generalization. People are like, oh, you're generalizing. What are they doing to us? No, because I can do it. Because they have a position of power.
Yes.
So I can do it at this point. It's not racism.
Yes.
Because I don't have any power over them.
It's privilege.
He's using his privilege, and he looks like he's got the buzz cut.
Yep.
He looks like one of them police officers that pull you over and will be an asshole to you.
Yep.
And like the other guy that called is like, okay, you're a good cop. And I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, he probably ain't.
Nah.
And you got pulled over by him in Greenfield. He was searching your car.
Yep.
It was all this other stuff. He was not just giving you a ticket.
Yep.
He was overzealous with it.
Yep.
And he's overzealous with his staff and with everybody else at the city of Greenfield.
Clearly.
They just want him out of there.
They just want him out.
And so he handed it to him. The city attorney even told him,
don't put those things up at your house.
I hear you trying to take these cameras.
Yep. It's an HR issue. Don't do it.
Don't do it. I wonder if the other police officers went to the city attorneys like, look what he's trying to do.
Well, I wonder. I'm like, he had the police officers install them at his house.
Right. So not only did you do it, you had them do it on work time probably.
Yep.
Because you ain't paying them.
No.
So on work time, they went and put these cameras in.
Right.
So much different stuff. And there's no telling what other stuff he's done.
And I'm just like, you've been working there for 30 years. You mean to tell me you ain't got money to buy your own cameras?
That is white privilege. Because if he was black in any municipality,
he'd already been in jail.
He'd already been fired and in jail.
In jail. Yeah, absolutely.
So he must have got naked pictures of somebody or something.
He must have something because...
In politics, that's what they mean. Somebody got something over somebody. He got naked pictures of them.
I saw a story on, I think it was TMJ as well, and they called the president of the board at Greenfield, Common Council or whatever it is out there, and they were asking her, well, why is he still working if he has these felony charges or whatever? Why is he still in office, or the sheriff? And she was like, oh, really? I didn't know.
She's like, I'm leaving it alone.
She was like, then she went to, no comment. I don't have any comment. I can't even do that. I ain't got nothing to say. So, I mean, there it is.
It's Friday, y'all.
It's Friday. We had to get that in, though. That was
something that we needed to talk about. It's Friday. Y'all have a good weekend. I don't have much planned for this weekend. I'm just working.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the 15th.
Me too.
And the Truth Summit.
Yeah.
We're talking about
it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Super dope.
Amazing. So, I want you all to get the 411 on the Truth Summit. Make sure that you're there. It is next Saturday, November 15th, as Dame said. It will be at Thrive on King, 2153 North Martin Luther King Drive. And you can check out more on our website at 101truth.com. Until next week, see you later, Milwaukee. Stay safe. Have a great weekend.